students, I am glad that you're still here and I'm glad that you're still learning with us. This has been an interesting journey so far. We have talked about the respiratory mechanism in toads, where we talked about from the tadpole to the adult toads. Right now, we want to really understand. We want to talk about the difference between the skin and the lungs respiratory system. So we are going to be talking about the difference between the skin and the lungs. Now, you will understand that both the skin and the lungs are being used in the respiratory process, right? But there are certain things that differentiate what happened, the activity that happened in the skin, and also what happened around the lungs. Now, for the skin, the number one difference I want you to note is that this is called the cutaneous respiration, and this is referred to as the pulmonary respiration. So the skin is referred to as the cutaneous respiration, while the lungs is referred to as the pulmonary respiration. Now, respiration in the skin happens across the entire body surface. So you don't have any specific place, it's happening at the same time. So we can say number 2, it happens in the entire body surface. But when it gets to the lungs, it becomes a bit specific. You understand? So it happens in the alveoli of the lungs. So right in the alveoli of the lung, that is where respiration happens in the lungs. Now the next one is number 3, is that in the lungs, this is basically seen in amphibians. It's basically seen in organisms, the amphibians, such as you know them. We have the toads, the frog. You can even have this in fish, in some reptiles, and so on. But when it gets to man, this happens basically with mammals. Now, there are other differences there are other things we can use to differentiate what actually happened in the lungs and what happens in the skin. But I will not give you more information. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about some other differences. Take them down in your notes. Pick up other salient points that are in the notes available for you in this VBI. And let me also hear from you. Let me hear your ideas, write them down in the paper, and call the attention of the teacher or call my attention so that we can talk more about it. Thank you, and let's continue learning together.